Hey everyone, you can guess where I'm at. Made a trip up to the cabin here today, and I left s'mores at home because it's supposed to be like in the 90s today, and that's tough on her when I don't have anywhere for her to cool down, or no air conditioner or no water up here. So I actually decided just to run up, check things out, and I'm not going to stay long. Probably just going to make a coffee. It's early in the morning here. I actually stopped at the flea market on the way up, so I'll show you my find for the day. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna, like I said, make some coffee, hang out for a little bit. I'll probably clean up the deck here. Is full of sticks, but I was expecting the grass to be higher because I thought about bringing the mower up, and I didn't at the last minute. And it's actually not that high because I probably mowed it about a month ago. But it's been pretty dry and hot, so I think that's, plus this is a lot of shade in here, so it doesn't grow super fast. But maybe next trip I'll bring the mower up, clean it up a little bit. So I'll also give you here an update on the addition here in a few minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and get settled in, and I'll get back with you. Lots of cobwebs. Oh, hey there. All right. I think I'm gonna open the hatch for a little bit. Like I said, I'm not staying long. Maybe a half hour. And no critters moved in while I was away. That's one good thing. This cabin's pretty much mouse proof and critter proof, other than the occasional spider and bug that gets in, but there's really no way for mice or critters to get in here unless they sneak in when I got the hatch open. But so far so good. No fire today. It's pushing 90 degrees. Well, not yet, but it's going to be 90, 93, I think. All right, I'm going to get this hatch open. All right, I got the hatch open. Just using one post here today because I'm not going to be very long. Got my coffee ready, or set up anyways. So yeah, it's nice to be up at the cabin for sure. I always miss s'mores when I come up without her, but like I said earlier, it's just going to be way too hot today. I'm going to do some running around in the woods, so she'll be much better off chilling at home in the air conditioning. Coffee's brewing. I bought this Lego A-frame like a long time ago when they came out, and I just haven't built it yet. But it's been, I just had it, I left it up here and haven't had time to do it. But maybe this fall, on some cold or rainy night, build a little A-frame. I got this little guy too. Maybe I'll build him today while I'm chilling. Well, nothing you haven't seen before if you've followed along, if you've been following along. So while the coffee's finishing up brewing there, I'll give you a quick update on the addition. If you've been following along, I know I mentioned, I actually did a whole video on plans for doing an addition on the cabin. And up until a few weeks ago, I was actually still planning on trying to do an addition this summer, but the more I thought about it, time kind of got away from me, and it's already pushing mid-July, and I got lots going on, so I think I'm going to hold off on doing the addition this summer. Sorry to disappoint anyone, but I guess one reason is just, like I said, I wanted to get started in the first, like, early June, and I just have had other things come up or going on, and I haven't been up here much. And most of the time I'm doing like day trips or a day and a half, and it's tough to get a lot done. And I think I don't want to get started and then the bad weather come and I'm not finished up. So I'm probably going to wait until next spring and try to get an earlier start. That way I can make sure I'm done. And another thing, I don't know why the older I get, it seems like the wishy-washier I get when it comes to making decisions. But where I'm at now, and I also mentioned this in my the addition video, planning video, but I was going to just build this roof and that in basically a room, and then I was going to extend the roof all the way over and make this right here just a porch, which is one thing I really miss having, is like a covered porch area to sit in, like if it's raining or anything. So my new plan is this side will have the roof all the way over to the corner here, and this will basically become a little covered porch area. And then I'm actually going to build this out into a room as well, and not just a roof, which means, this is kind of why I initially didn't really want to do this, but the more I thought about it, and I guess just long term, I would really like to have a shower. And I think if I build this room out, which is basically 4 foot wide, and it will be, I don't think it'll be 8 feet deep, but 7 or 8 feet deep, so it'll definitely be enough room for a shower and a toilet and a little sink. So that's my current plan. But so that's another reason why I'm holding off on starting this summer, because that means this whole entire wall here comes down, all that trim, all that siding comes down, all of this siding comes off, because this is basically, the cabin's going to, here, let me walk down below here and you'll be able to see it a little bit better. But yeah, so if I build this out to about right where that post is, this is all going to be one wall, so I'll have to side this entire wall. Like I said, that window, where that window is right there, will actually end up being a door into this area, which will be the bathroom. I'll still have that cubby hole room in there, which you've seen before, but I'll show you here in a second. And like I said, you'll go in through that little cubby hole room, and then that will be a door right here into the bathroom. So I'll be able to shower. And here's that little room you've probably seen before if you've watched some of my videos. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with this. I was gonna just have a toilet and a sink in here. There's really no room for a shower because of the A-frame. But again, this door will probably go away. Just walk in here, and where this window is, I'll have to figure out what works best. Probably a swing-in door. And then this cubby hole potentially becomes the little kitchen area where I would put a stove and a refrigerator. And if you saw my addition video, I don't know how much you can see here, but I was actually planning on this wall here when I build it out, putting a refrigerator and the stove there. If I do the bathroom over there and have the stove and fridge in here, that leaves this entire area here that will be open for basically the little kitchen table and a bed over there. And that gives me room over there for chairs and nice old grandpa rocking chair to sit in front of the fire when I get old. So that's the current plan for the addition. So like I said, sorry to disappoint anyone if you followed along just to see the addition, but I didn't want to rush and then regret my decision later. So right now I'm going to sit on it, but I think like what I just described is what I'm going to end up doing. But it's definitely going to take more work tearing this out, but I think it's doable. Well, I don't think. I'll figure it out. I figured all this out, so yeah. Or the other option was, once I build that into the bathroom, the slanted wall would become a wall maybe like over to right here, and then I could have a door from this room where I'm standing going into the bathroom this way. So it's hard to visualize without it actually being there, but I think you get the point. But I don't think I'm going to do the door here. I think I'm going to make that little kitchen over there, and then the door would come in that way. Yeah, you would, like I showed earlier. So yeah, that's the cabin addition update. All right, I better drink my coffee before it gets cold. I didn't realize how small this mug was and how much water I put in there, but I didn't realize the coffee was filled to the brim and I made a bloody mess. I got some paper towels, and I really didn't bring much today to clean up, but I think I do got paper towels, so I can at least wipe that up. Oh boy. I guess so, since I'm not doing the addition, I'm probably going to focus on just getting this lot here cleaned up a little bit more. Probably going to do a nice good rake. Maybe I actually mulched this last summer, but it's all covered with leaves, so I may mulch this again. I really can't plant any flowers, because the deer would just destroy it. But I want to clean the lot up, probably work on that pile, hopefully get that cleaned up by the end of summer. I don't know, that's kind of far, but I don't know if you can see that tree over there that split. That cherry tree, it came down a couple years ago. Thank goodness it didn't fall this way. It fell pretty close, but it didn't hit the cabin. But it like took out this tree here. So I'm going to cut that down, and that's I think that was a white oak. Or no, I don't know what that was. Some kind of oak, but that'll make good firewood. And I had another dead tree come down over there, and I have a couple other standing dead trees. And then back in the woods, I also have a beech tree came down, which I don't know if that's good for inside fires, but definitely get some wood cut for outside fires. So that's probably what I'm going to focus on mostly this summer. And sorry, sipping my coffee. I think over here where I have these wood piles that I built are stacked. I don't know if I'm going to build it over here. I might build it over where I have my fire pit. But I think I'm going to build like a proper wood shed so I can stack wood. These were pretty cool, or at least they look cool, but when you go get wood, they're kind of like all grimy and a lot of bugs. which I'm sure that in a wood shack there's still going to be bugs, but it'll keep it out of the weather a little bit better than these. Yeah, you can see all this wood I still need to split. There's the dead stuff that came down. Yeah. So yeah, my next couple videos will probably be me chopping wood or getting this cleaned up. All right, well, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit and then I'm gonna head out. I forgot to show you my flea market find. So before I go, I'll show you that here real quick. And I decided not to build my Lego today. But yeah, check this thing out. Well, I don't know, I like this kind of stuff. Alright, so if you have a good eye and you've watched my other videos, you've seen I already have one of these, actually. It's a bigger one. But I know them as chuck boxes, but it's basically old vintage camp kitchen for like camping. Usually like leaving a pickup bed of a truck or in your vehicle. But this will be perfect for here at the cabin. Once I get a little bit more room, I can use this to store dishes and stuff. The other one I have is way too big to like leave up here. It would take up half the room in there. But check that out. So it's a little bit smaller and it won't fit a Coleman stove like my other one fits a Coleman stove, but this might fit like a little single burner, or I can at least put mugs and my I have like a whole bunch of enamel plates and utensils I can put in here. A little drawer, just some shelves. This one's not in the best shape, but I looked at it pretty good and it's solid enough. If it's not bouncing around in a truck, and if I just leave it sit here for storage, it should be good. And I love the green. But yeah, the whole point of these is this folds down. Like my other one has like a metal sheet on here, and that's where you would put your camp stove to cook. But yeah, it's pretty slick. It's missing its side handles, which I really don't need, I don't think, but maybe if I can find some old rusty handles I can screw on the sides there. But yeah, nice little camp kitchen. It's the perfect Coleman green color too. I'd imagine this is pretty old just by the hardware that's on it. And there's no Phillips head screws on it, which is kind of a sign of something that's fairly old. I don't know. 60s, 70s, 80s, who knows? Probably 60s or 70s, I would think. But all right, so that's my flea market find of the day.